All right, tensions rising on the Pacific Rim with China now sending a high-level special envoy to North Korea just days after President Trump's visit to Beijing. Trump has repeatedly urged China to increase pressure on Kim Jong Un to end his nuclear program. Is that what's happening here? Joining us now is Fox News strategic analyst, Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters. Colonel, thanks for coming on with this morning. Is that what's happening here?
It appears to be. It appears that President Xi of China wants to demonstrate that he is responding to Trump's visit, that he does want to help us out. The figure who sent to Pyongyang, I would describe Song Tao, I would describe as a ghost foreign minister. Remember, it's a different system than ours. Parallel systems of government and the Communist Party. He's essentially the Chinese Communist Party's foreign minister. So it's really insider stuff. Now, the Chinese have not said why they sent him to Pyongyang, but I think it's unmistakable. It just meant to signal, yeah, hey, President Trump, we're going to help you out. We'll see what happens. The Chinese, Sandra, are concerned on multiple fronts. One, they don't want a break with us. They've always viewed North Korea as a valuable ally. Now North Korea has really slipped the leash. They're worried. But as China has enforced some of the UN-mandated sanctions, Russia has stepped in. And the Chinese don't want Russia taking their place in North Korea, so there are a lot of moving parts here. And the guy who's now the spoiler at this point really is Vladimir Putin.
The president, on his way back from this historic trip, commented yesterday specifically on this relationship with the United States and China. Listen.
No, relationship is always important. It doesn't mean it's necessarily close. It's really a relationship based on respect. To me, a relationship based on respect is much more important than anything else, including friendship, because this is really something they have to respect our country, and they have not respected our country for a long period of time.
So determining what we're seeing now after the president's trip, that was on board Air Force One yesterday on his way back, determining whether or not, Colonel, this is another token gesture, as you put it, or a real effort, only a tangible result will have meaning. What does that look like? What are you looking for?
Well, I do think it's a genuine effort on the part of China, and most likely. I just am not sure where the limits are for China, how far they'll push. What would success look like? Success, the first sign would be that North Korea stays quiet and stops testing missiles and stops testing nukes. And by the way, they've been having some trouble with their nuclear testing, with tunnels collapsing on their own scientists, et cetera. So that would be the first step. But the second and most important step have to be steps toward denuclearization. Again, the bottom line after all the fussing and fighting is done is that we cannot allow North Korea, which continues to threaten us, to have the capability to destroy American cities with nuclear weapons. So first step, a quieter, more restrained North Korea. But the second and much more difficult step would be denuclearization.